As a Protestant, I believed that the Catholic Church was an antichrist institution and that the Pope was the antichrist. And I was taught that, and I taught that to others. And we're going to have a look at today, where does that idea come from? Hi, I'm Paula Rose, and welcome to Almost Catholic, the Journey Home. Well, it's historic, and I must say, today in 2025, not all Protestants believe that the Catholic Church is the Antichrist. With the ecumenical movement across the world, more Protestants are becoming more and more tolerant towards Catholics, and many Protestants do believe that Catholics are actually Christian. However, there is a large portion that believe that they are not, and the reason why they believe they are not is because they believe they are the anti-church. So where does that come from? Well, it's an historic thing. Protestants historically believed that the Catholic Church, particularly the Pope, to be the Antichrist. I'm reading my notes here. Because of their interpretation of biblical passages, particularly in the book of Revelation, which they saw as describing the Pope's power, wealth, and authority as mirroring the characteristics of the Antichrist. The Antichrist is a figure who opposes Christ and deceives people. This belief was especially prevalent during the Reformation, which is about 500 or plus years old. And because there was tension between Catholics and Protestants, and the Protestants' leader, like Martin Luther, who was a Catholic monk who was opposed to the Catholic Church, he stated that the Pope was the Antichrist. Luther stated this due to the practices of selling indulgences and claiming supreme authority over the church. So, to be fair to Martin Luther, the thing about indulgences was perverted. The teaching on indulgences at that time of Martin Luther was perverted, and there were some corrupt people who were taking advantage of poor people. And but I think with Martin Luther, argument on indulgences was fair and it's correct. His actions on how he actually handled it was wrong, I think, because he actually accused the Catholic Church of being antichrist. And so the key points about this belief that Luther had, that has passed down to the ages and right to people like me. When I was Protestant, I actually went to a Pentecostal Bible college in the early 80s it was, and late 1970s, and they actually taught this. And so this is, first of all, they say it's the interpretation of Scripture. The Antichrist is described as a powerful figure, as I've already said, and deceives people. And they said that, so the Pope, because the Antichrist is a person, that it's got to be the Pope, doesn't it? And also another thing was about the misunderstanding of the Pope's authority. Protestants back then, historically, as some Protestants believe now, which I did, that the Pope has absolute authority, even more authority than Christ has. And this is a complete misunderstanding of the Pope's job and what he's allowed to do and what he's not allowed to do. The Pope does not have absolute authority, and he does not always speak infallibly either. It's much more complicated than that. It's much more detailed than that. But as Protestants, we believe that, you know, whatever the Pope says goes, and Luther was opposed to that as well. But Luther was a monk. He wasn't a priest. He wouldn't have had the theological training as the priests would have. He wouldn't have had the inside idea about the magisterium. He put his thesis on the door because that's what everybody did in those days. He couldn't get in. He's a monk. He didn't have access unless probably by appointment. But later on, there was tribunals and everything to do with Luther, which is another story. But we're talking about how this idea of the Catholic Church being the anti-church and the Pope being antichrist, how that came about. The Reformation period saw significant conflict between Catholics and Protestants, which fueled the idea. So there was a real division. Luther had a lot of people on his side, and some of them weren't on his side because they believed that what the Catholic Church were doing was wrong. Some of them backed up Luther because they saw a way to have their own power base. Some of it wasn't all pure. If we look at secular history of the Reformation, we can see that really quite clearly. There was quite a few characters in there that wanted their own power. They wanted to go away from the Catholic Church. They wanted to make things up as they go along. They wanted to go away from God, and so they used Luther's protest against the Catholic Church, and one of the protests was the sale of indulgences, and he had a lot of other complaints as well. And so these people financed Luther. So because Luther then, because all these people were backing him up, he became more and more bold, and so a real division came. These people who followed Luther were protesters against the Catholic Church, so they became known as Protestants. And then the Catholic Church, because the Pope was the head, the visible head of the Catholic Church on earth. Christ is the head of the Church, but he gave that authority to Peter to look after, to shepherd the Church on earth by the power of the Spirit. And those who succeed Peter have that authority passed on to them. And so Luther was opposing this as well. And of course, those people that were following Luther really jumped on the bandwagon. And if you were really against something, what you need to and if you want other people to be against something, if you want other people to really believe what you are saying, you need to really demean the other person. You really need to pull them down. So to calling the Pope the Antichrist put the fear in God in people and thinking, oh, I don't want to be following the Antichrist. And so really it was all really based on fear and a lot of lies and a lot of misunderstanding of who the Pope was and of the Pope's authority within the Church. And we must say again that the Protestants today, a lot of them do not hold this view. A lot of them still do, but a lot of them don't. Protestants still believe the Church can embody aspects of the Antichrist, but it's generally considered a more nuanced interpretation focused on specific practices or doctrines rather than the accusation against the entire institution. So there was Luther accused the whole institution of being Antichrist. It's all bad. It's all bad. And if you belong to the Catholic Church, you're on your way to hell. So this movement came out, and they were called Protestants, and they ended up, I mean, secular history tells us a lot of people were killed if they wouldn't go on the Protestant side. There were some powerful people behind Luther. They just weren't peasants, and he fought the good fight. It was more sinister than that. It was far more political than that. But down through the ages, Protestant came to believe that only some things that the Catholic churches were teaching was Antichrist. And so we'll tolerate the system, but we don't really believe everything that the Catholic Church teaches because some of it is Antichrist. And that's generally the feeling today. And being a Protestant minister for 40 years, I attended over 3 countries and working with a lot of Protestant denominations, a lot of ecumenical meetings to do with all different denominations. And in most of those meetings, the Catholic Church was not welcome. And the reason why is because they were seen largely as anti-Christ. And on the other side of it, I was in another meeting in a village, and the Catholic father would not attend because he didn't see the Protestant church as a true church either. So there you go. Well, I believe he was right, because that's why I'm Catholic. I've come out of the Protestant church because I don't think the Protestant church is anti-church. I just think it's misguided, and a lot of it comes from Luther and all those his political cronies that disrespected and lied about the Catholic Church. And I'll say again, there was corruption in the Catholic Church at that time. There was, but I think the whole thing was handled wrongly. So what do you think? Do you agree or disagree with me? Do you think that the Catholic Church is the Antichrist? Do you think the Protestant Church is the Antichrist? Do you think that fellowshipping together, like Pope Francis is encouraging us all to, is a good thing? Or do you think it is a bad thing? I think we need to agree to disagree, and it's better to do that than fight and be at war with one another, because that's not God's way either. And I can tell you, if the priest that I was relating to was at war with me and kept telling me I was wrong, I don't think I would have been Catholic. I was loved and guided into the Catholic Church because he listened to what I had to say and never once told me that I'm on my way to hell. Did tell me that I should be joining the true church. He gave me some home truths, but spoke the truth in love. And that's what we need to do. Anyway, again, tell me what you think, and thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.